Hello people, this is Red Sea of Red Sea Gaming, and here I am working on these pillars. As you can see here, I'm actually detailing some pillars. Like, this is the final stage of each pillar, the detailing stage. Those are first stage pillars, where they at first it's just a long 6 block tall thing of stone brick. Then I add the detail. As you can see here, it's a repetitive process, but at least it looks nice when it's done. But it's not the individual pillar that makes it look good. It's the mass majority of pillars close together that makes it look like the room is bigger than it actually is. Also, it creates the illusion that the pillars are holding up the weight of the city, which is the thing I want, because some people are saying, why are you wasting time on something that might not be seen by a majority of players that come on your server? It's mainly because I'm building it for fun, and this is awesome so far. I don't know how many pillars there are, but I know one thing. There's 32 staircases per pillar. And when I count all the staircases, when I count all the pillars, since I know there's 32 per pillar, that means you guys get to do the math. 32 times X amount of pillars. And as soon as I complete the foundations, I'm going to count how many blocks long is the first district, and also count how wide it is. I'm building it huge, so there's more than enough room to build whatever buildings we want to build, like a town hall, or a church, or a constable's office, whatever you want to call it if you live in Great Britain. Or any other place. Also, I'm trying to recreate a Victorian medieval city, so I've seen a Roman cistern that looks exactly what I am designing here. Except I'm building it in such a way that you can actually walk through it. You can play hide and seek down here, no problem. What's good, all the pillars look the same, so it's going to confuse people. That's the point. Like, some people are saying, it's a failure because I can't find my way around there. And I told them that was the design. This is a design. It's meant to look the same to confuse people. These staircases were mass-produced by a friend of mine, and he did a good job. I've been able to get a lot of pillars done thanks to him. As you see here, it just keeps going and going. Also, you gotta take into the fact that these pillars are simple to build, but they're time consuming to plan and build. I went to my supply rooms down below. I edited out those parts. Just because I think you guys would get bored if you saw me just running down corridors to get to my supply rooms. If you guys want to see that unedited, leave a comment. I might be happy to oblige. As you can see here, it'll just keep growing bigger. Like every single pillar in this world of mine, there's 7 blocks apart. That way I can put the detail in. But when the detailing is done, they'll be 3 blocks apart. It's an exciting way of ensuring that all the pillars actually have detail. Ones that are too close to the wall, will not be built because mainly because the wall's already there, and that would mean I'd have to move the wall or remove the pillar. Of course, since the pillar is the smaller of the two, the pillar is the one that gets removed. As you can see here, now that I've completed a bunch of pillars, now I have to extend the hall and actually get more pillars built. I had to put 2 hours into correcting a mathematical error on the server. A moron went in and placed the pillars in the wrong order, so I had to take a half an hour to 2 hours to go and fix it. I had to move them 1 block to the right. It was not fun, because there were some completed pillars that had to be torn apart just to make room for it. As you can see here, I gotta keep doing this over and over. I think I've already done like 30 pillars so far. Like the bigger this thing, this first district gets, the more time-consuming it becomes to make those pillars because you have more to build. But that's good. It's fun. At least a year from now, when this is almost finished, I can look at it and say, wow, did I put the time and effort into building this? I've seen other people's builds and they took the time to build it. So I'm like, okay, why can't I? So I'm gonna continue building this. With God's blessing, I'll continue. And hopefully I'll have a bigger audience next year by the time this build is finished. As you can see here, I'm getting other pillars ready for detailing. Here I begin. As you can see here, it's a repetitive process, but at least it's progress. Rinse and repeat until it's done. I'm trying to teach some players that come on my server to be patient just like me, but I understand they're used to building in a way that makes it complete fast. Or another way of saying it would be make it as fast as possible regardless of quality. I have to get them out of that habit. But right now I'm focusing on the server by myself, mainly so I can maintain quality. You see this? I'm getting it ready for grass to go on top of this stone brick, as well as preparing the pillars for below for the detailing. The trees right there on the grass are the tree farm I was using to produce charcoal. Gotta keep repeating this over and over. Alright, this is what was completed today. As you can see here, these pillars are done. And I have more to do, but I'm going to end it here. See you guys next time. God bless.